I was hoping it wouldn't be super obvious that I'm still sick, which is why there wasn't an upload yesterday, but it's super obvious I'm still sick. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Christina, and today I'm going to be going through my entire makeup inventory again and telling you how much my makeup inventory is worth. Now this is something that I originally wanted to do in that first video, but all of the numbers and all of the that was a hard video to film in the sense that it took a long time. So I figured I would just go ahead and give you the numbers in a separate video. I'm also going to be linking my spreadsheet for this down below, that way you guys can look and see the numbers. I have the numbers of items I have in my inventory and the value of it. So I'm going to put that down in the description so you guys can go look at it. I will be doing an updated makeup inventory in about 6 months, so this is a good way for me to keep track of all of the products I have. I'm also doing the reverse rouge challenge this year where I'm trying to use up $1,000 worth of product. So I also kind of wanted to see, well, how much worth do I have in my actual makeup collection? That is why I'm doing this video. And before I jump into the numbers, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're interested in seeing more of me. I promise that I usually don't look like Rudolph's weird looking sister. I got afflicted with a cold here lately. So now let's just hop on over to the numbers. If you want to see the original makeup inventory where I go through every single individual items, I will list that in the card above. I'm pretty sure it's on this side. It might be on this side. I never remember, but I'll list it up there in case you want to see like actual items. So starting with the first category, which was primers. With primers, I have 12 in my collection, and with all of them calculated together, I have $195.76 worth of primers. For 12 primers, I thought that was kind of high, but at the same time it makes sense. Second category is my foundations, which is a relatively large part of my collection. I feel like I have way too many foundations. I have 19 foundations in total, and their value came to $363.58, which again is a very large number, but I had a feeling that's around where it would be. Next category is concealers, and this is actually a very modest part of my collection. I only have 3 concealers in my collection, but the value was higher than I was expecting. The value of my concealers altogether is $45.99. The one that raised the price was the Loreal Flawless Fusion one, and I got that sent to me in Influencer, so I didn't technically buy that because I don't like spending $20 on a concealer. Next category is powders, and I have 6 powders in my collection, and their value comes to $83.96. I actually don't think that's that bad. I was really expecting mine to be a little higher. Now, I think where I saved myself is I have the Coty Airspun, and I have like sample sizes or travel sizes of other powders, which I think really helped me. But for the most part, most of mine are drugstore, so I don't think that value is that bad for how many I have. Now this next section is the one that literally gave me anxiety when I was calculating it, and I knew this section was high and I knew this was excessive, and I decluttered a bunch of them because I knew it was excessive. I didn't realize how much I must have been drawn to buying blushes, but my blush section is ridiculous. I have 19 blushes, not including, and that's just including like palettes together. That's not including individual blush hands, because my Benefit Cheekathon palette is in there, which has what, 5 blushes in it. So that's not including individual blushes. That's just 19 individual products of blush, and their value came to $334.89, and that is so high. That's almost as high as foundations. It shouldn't be that high. That is excessive amounts of blush. The next section is equally as bad and equally as embarrassing. I have 13 highlights, which I honestly thought it would be worse. I was surprised to see that I had more blushes than highlights, honestly, because I thought I gravitated towards buying highlighters more. Out of the 13 highlights that I have, their value comes to $272.81, which I don't think is that bad actually for how many I have, and I do have a few high-end ones in here, so I don't feel necessarily bad about this one. I have enough highlight to last me all year as well, so highlights is another thing I really don't think I'm going to be looking to purchase this year. My next section is the face palettes, and this one, the value of this is so high, and it's because of one palette. So I have 6 like face palettes or contour items. I kind of lumped them together, and the value of these 6 products is $196.96. That literally blew my mind, but I know why it's that high. It's that high because of the Lunatic Labs Cosmetics contour palette. That palette retails for $75. Now I technically bought it on sale, so I got it for $45, which is why I bought it when I did, but normal retail value is $75, so that's what I calculated it in as. Dang. Like, that's ridiculous. That was so much higher than I was expecting. That one like hurt my head after I did it. Next category is eyebrow pencils and eyebrow gels and all of that. I actually only have 3 items in this collection and the value was $48.99. I don't think that's bad. It's only a little higher because of the Kabrow. And I mean, I use the Anastasia Brow Wiz, so like I use high-end products for my brows for the most part, so I don't feel so bad about that. I think that's okay. Next section is mascara. Now I do currently only have 2 that are opened and the rest of these are brand new, still waiting to be used this year. So I do have 5 mascaras in total. The value of these is $85.96, and I'm not proud of that. I think that's too high, especially because I'm usually a drugstore kind of girl. But I have the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, which we got in BoxyCharm, and then I bought the Benefit Roller Lash because I wanted to try it out when it was on sale, and those are still sitting in my collection to use. So I definitely have a couple high-end mascaras in there, so I'm not proud of it. Those will dwindle down. I stick to the rule of using a mascara for 3 months and that's it. So I mean, these will dwindle down throughout the year and I'm not worried about it. Next section is eyebrow pencils and primers. So I did only have 1 eyeshadow primer, and that's the Too Faced one. It retails for $20, so I'm okay with that. I think that's pretty good. And then for eye pencils and eye gels and stuff like that, I only have 4, and all of that together retails for $58.98, which again, I don't think is that bad. The next section kind of put things into perspective for me, and that's my cream shadows. I calculated these separately just because I think it kind of hurt my head a little bit, but I have 12, right? Yeah, I have 12 ColourPop Super Shock shadows, which at first it's like, oh, that's not bad. They only retail for $5 each, but then you calculate it and you're like, that was $60 I just spent on cream shadows that I don't reach for every day. Like, I don't use one of those every day. That's a lot of cream eyeshadows and a lot of money that I spent. Like, $60 could have bought me groceries for the week. Like, why did I spend, like, you know what I mean? It just put it into perspective for me. And then after that, I have 2 J-Cat Beauty cream shadows, and then I put the L'Oreal pressed pigment in there. The J-Cat ones retail for $11.98 and the L'Oreal one is $6.97. So we're looking at like $70-$80 for just cream shadows. That's ridiculous because I don't use them that often. Then the fun section, the section that everyone wants to know about, the eyeshadow palettes. So for eyeshadow palettes, I have 27 eyeshadow palettes in total. That includes my small palettes and my large palettes. And their retail value is $667.93. I'm actually not that mad at that. I have seen some other people's makeup inventories and theirs has been in the thousands. So I'm okay with that. I don't think I have an excessive amount of palettes. I definitely could be better about streamlining and getting through them a little bit better, but overall, I'm not mad. One thing I did not calculate into this is my single shadows, just because that would have been a pain in the butt. I didn't want to pick them all up and figure out where they came from and calculate cost, so I didn't calculate that, but I just have 1 palette of single shadows. Next section is my bronzers. Now I only have 4 bronzers in my collection. 2 of them are the same because I have a backup of 1, and then the other 2 are different, obviously. So my total value for bronzers is $72.99. I don't think that's that bad. I feel like I'm happy with the amount of bronzers I have. I'm happy with the bronzers that I have. I think they're all good quality and good products, so I think that's a good section. I'm okay if it stays at that number all year. The next section, we're starting in the lip products. So we're going to start with lip gloss. So with lip gloss, I have 9 in my collection, and I'm working through getting 2 of them out currently, so this will go down quickly. I am trying to get my lip gloss collection down to about half, so I think I'm well on the way to getting through a lot of these products this year, and I'm really excited about it. The total value for the 9 lip glosses I have in my collection is $122.74, and that's ridiculous for 9 lip glosses. That like, what? That one I'm not proud of. That one I feel like is excessive as well, and I'm okay with it though because I know I'm getting through products. If you thought the eyeshadow palette cost was bad, this next one is the worst, and this is the one that I really had to sit down and process after I calculated it, and it was my liquid lipsticks. For liquid lipsticks, I own 33 in my collection. I am currently trying to get through a lot of them, but liquid lipsticks aren't going to be anything easy to get through in my opinion because I don't particularly enjoy wearing them anymore. They used to be one of my favorite things to buy, but I honestly haven't been reaching for them, so this section I think is going to be the absolute worst to get through. The total value for this section is $375.92. Yep, $375. Almost $400 on liquid lipsticks, almost $400 on things I barely use anymore. I was appalled. I'm really upset that I allowed myself to spend that amount of money. And like, I know this is over a course of many years, over the last few years, and it accumulates slowly. But it's just one of those things when you sit back and you look at the total value of it, you're like, what? Like, you don't even use them that much. Like, what are you doing? You have plenty of lipsticks to use. Like, why are you buying more? So liquid lipsticks is something I will not be bringing any into my collection myself. Now, I do have BoxyCharm still, so this number is going to grow. I already know it, because I'll probably end up keeping some from the boxes, but I'm hoping this year I can like circle through those and like get rid of some throughout the year as well. The next section is equally as bad in a way, but not quite as bad, because I've been enjoying wearing bullet lipsticks a lot more lately. So my bullet lipsticks, I have 19 in my collection, which is still a lot. Like, I'm looking at them right now because they're sitting on top of my little Lazy Susan makeup thing, and looking at them, it doesn't look like there's that many, but there are definitely 19 of them. Value wise, everything is valued at $177.41, which I don't think is that bad. That's not awful. I mean, it is a lot of money. Like, everything, all of this is a lot of money. Overall, I don't think it's that bad. I'm in denial at this point. As for glitters, I only have 3 mini Stila ones, so the value of those is $24. That's not bad at all. I'm gonna use those. I get a lot of use out of those, and I'm happy about that. And then for facial sprays, which is my last section that I'm calculating, I have 3 of them in total, and the value is $50.99. I don't think that's bad. I'm almost done with one of them, and then I'll move on to the other 2. This is a section that I think is at a good number. I think having 3 in my collection at one time is fine. I'm not like upset about that. I think value-wise, that's a good value to have. So now for the fun part. What was the total value of my entire makeup collection altogether? $3,282.41. Realizing that my makeup collection is more expensive than my monthly rent is stupid, and like boggles my mind. Now again, I know this is all accumulated over the course of time. Some of this comes from subscription boxes, some of it sent to me in PR, which I don't really get PR. I really just get stuff from Influencer, but same thing. It's just weird to think about. I get a lot of it from gifts, but even then, all together, and there's still always going to be stuff coming in because I do get those subscription boxes, and I'm not on a no buy or anything, so I just know I need to be more conscious of how much I'm bringing in, how much I'm actually getting use out of it. But also, what makes me happy is I am trying to use up $1,000 worth of product this year, and I definitely have enough in my collection to get through that amount. So, alright guys, so that was everything. That is my entire makeup collection value. And it's so crazy to me to like hear everything out loud. It really, again, puts things into perspective. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. In the comments, let me know if you've ever done this, if you've ever calculated the amount of makeup you have. If you have, let me know down in the comments, because I would love to compare and make me feel maybe more normal or maybe more crazy. I don't know. And hopefully you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!